Hey guys, it's me, Aego here. Hi. Hello. Have you ever heard of Daiso? You can think of Daiso in Korea as a shopping mall that sells a variety of products from daily necessities to beauty products at very low prices. There's Daiso in Japan, but Daiso in Japan and Daiso in Korea are separate. Anyway, since Daiso is a very hot topic in Korea these days, a lot of beauty brands are collaborating with Daiso. So today I brought some base products from Daiso's collaboration products. To go for school and Daiso collaboration, it was released under the name TAG. Among the TAG products these days, the 4 types of brushes and 2 cushion lines seem to be very popular. First, I'll show you the TAG brushes lightly. Brushes include no shading, eyeshadow, contour, and powder brushes. They say that these brushes are all vegan brushes. I don't know if they are vegan brushes, but I felt like I could feel the texture of the bristles very well and it wasn't very soft. Since they're collaboration products with Daiso, the price is very cheap, so I first thought that the quality was as its price. But when I used it together with the product, the brush was much softer than I expected and blended very well. There was less fallout and created a very natural look without any clumps, and the brush was very soft when it touched the face. When I tried that on my face, the brushes felt so soft and good than expected, so I should say for the price, the quality is good. And TAG's main base products, I brought 2 cushions, dewy cushion and velvet cushion. When you open the protective cap of the cushion, you can see that it's bumpy and it seems to have been made so that the amount of the content can be adjusted. One drawback here is that the protective cap of the cushion was so stiff that it was so difficult to open it. When I first opened the product to test it, the lid was so difficult to open it that it hurt my hands. The puff had the same shape and it felt like it was made of soft material, and I personally liked the puff texture. The dewy sponge felt a bit softer while the velvet sponge felt a little more tense. It seemed like the contents of both cushions came out a lot, so I thought you need to adjust the amount. Both dewy and velvet seem to have a moisturizing and smooth texture. Even when applied with a puff, both seem to be smooth and thin and adhered well to the skin. Both cushions come in 2 colors. Dewy and velvet shade looks similar to each other at first, but dewy seemed to be a bit brighter than velvet. I'll show you the swatch by applying the same shade on each half and half on my face. Dewy number 1 and velvet number 1. Since dewy is a moisturizing formula, it has a slightly brighter feel. Both have pink base, so I think they'll go well with shades from number 19 to number 20. Dewy number 2 and velvet number 2. It may not be noticeable on camera, but personally, dewy has a slightly more yellow tinge, and both shades seem to go well with number 23. Both cushions cover pores well and did not get between the wrinkles. In the case of dewy cushion, it has a semi-glow feel rather than a full glow, but still it has a good moisturizing effect. I think the coverage is medium. It applies thinly, but the coverage is better than expected. They cost 5,000 won per cushion, and I think it's a very cost-effective cushion. The durability was also good than expected. But there was a slight getting between the wrinkles with the dewy cushion, but it's no exaggeration to say that there was barely any cracks, and the velvet just stayed the same as when first applied. The saem and Daiso collaboration. It was released under the name Dropbecolors. I brought color pick concealers, concealer pencils, and 2 types of foundations. First, 2 foundations. Water Pick and Cover Pick foundations came in 2 shades. Both have a moisturizing formula, and as the name suggests, Water Pick has a moist finish and Cover Pick is said to be velvety finish, but I thought it had a smooth finish. In terms of the shades, the Water Pick seemed to be a bit darker and the Cover Pick seemed to be more whitish. I applied the same shades on my face. Water Pick and Cover Pick number 1 clear beige. When I first applied it, the Water Pick seemed to be a lot yellowish, but as time passed, the Water Pick seemed to turn white and the Cover Pick seemed to have a very slight gray tinge. Water Pick and Cover Pick number 2 natural beige. The color of number 2 looked the same when I first applied it, and over time, the Water Pick seemed to be about a tone darker than the Cover Pick. The coverage seemed similar to each other, but Cover Pick had a bit more coverage, and basically both seemed to have high coverage. When I tried Dropbecolors foundation, it seemed to have a similar feel to the TAG cushions I introduced earlier. The formulation of both Dropbe and TAG felt moist, light, and applied with good adhesion, but the shades and the thickness felt at the finish after application were slightly different. Personally, I thought the TAG's cushion was lighter because it felt more transparent and clear, and Dropbecolors foundation seemed to be relatively thicker. I could feel the difference in colors as well. If I were to tell you about the colors of number 1 in brightest order, they were Dropbecolors Water Pick number 1, Cover Pick number 1, TAG Dewy number 1, Velvet number 1. The order of brightness of number 2 shades was TAG Dewy number 2, Dropbecolors Water Pick number 2, Cover Pick number 2, and Tag Velvet number 2. Next are Dropbecolors concealer products. Color Pick Concealer, Cover Pick Concealer, and Concealer Pencils all come in 2 colors. First, I'll start with Color Pick Concealer and Cover Pick Concealer. Both products have soft brushes. The Color Pick and Cover Pick Concealer had the same formulation. It felt like it applied very smoothly and had high adhesion. Color Pick Concealers come in green and peach colors. Green is a slightly grayish color and seemed to have a more natural feel. Peach is also a natural salmon color, so it seemed to blend naturally onto the skin. There are Cover Pick Concealers number 1 and number 2. Number 1 seemed to be a good match for shades number 19 to number 20. When I first applied number 2, it seemed to be perfect for number 23, but it looked about half-tone darker than number 23. Apply green color concealer to red areas and peach color concealer to dark circles to match the tone. And just cover it using a concealer that matches your skin tone. I felt like it covered well even when I used just a small amount, so I thought it would be better to apply just a little and blend it out evenly. I really enjoyed using Color Pick and Cover Pick concealers, but in the case of Cover Pick Concealer number 2, the shade seemed dark, so the area where I applied the Cover Pick Concealer number 2 seemed darker over time. So in my personal opinion, the Cover Pick Concealer number 2 was a shade that seemed to be a match for number 24 than number 23. The last product, Cover Pick Concealer Pencil. It's a pencil type product, so it's very convenient to use and it applies very smoothly and blends well. There's 2 shades that goes well with number 21 and number 23 and looks great to cover local areas. Number 2 was a perfect fit for me, who normally uses number 23, so it looked natural, and even when covering the side of the nose, it applies smoothly without any flaking or creasing. So I introduced and compared the base products of brands that collaborated with Daiso. Personally, all the products, like starting from the brushes, cushions, and foundations, concealers, all the products were very surprising for me. I actually didn't expect that the products would be that much good because they are at a low price. So I thought it'd be just so-so, but they all are very cost-effective. Is there a famous drugstore like Daiso in your country that offers low prices? If you have any products that are cost-effective, please let me know in the comments. So my video is still here. Thank you for watching my video today. Don't forget to subscribe, press the like buttons, and please leave some comments for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.